Hey everybody. Hey, say hi, Hannah.
Hi.
Say hi, Savannah. Savannah, please put your shoes on. Your feet are funky.
My shoes is not on.
Let me see. Let me see your feet. Yes, I knew I smelled vinegar. Put your shoes on.
I don't have them.
Your funky feet.
I have them. They're down there.
I was wanting to say that I would like to start a prayer chain for Mary Frey of the Frey life. She's in the hospital right now. She's in surgery. According to Peter, which it should be like 30, maybe 35 minutes ago, he put on Twitter that that they took her back to the OR. She was supposed to have surgery yesterday, but they postponed it till today. And her numbers were down, but she's still getting the surgery. If y'all don't know who Mary is, she has cystic fibrosis, and they're going in to check her veins in her esophagus. I think that's what they said, because she has liver damage due to the cystic fibrosis. Her pancreas is enlarged due to the cystic fibrosis. And they're going into her lungs to see how much mucus she has, and then they're gonna see if she has fungus in her lungs and test that to see what kind, so they know what medicine to give her. Hopefully, fingers crossed, is the type that the type of fungus that if she has any, or any mucus. Savannah, stop throwing stuff. And the type of mucus that they can actually give her a medicine for, that her body does not reject. Because right now the problem that she's having is her body is having bad reactions to all the antibiotics that she takes. And so right now she's on one that gives her lesser side effects, but it's still, like, you know, is like messing with her body. But hopefully they can find the magic pill, the magic IV that can cure if she has fungus. And if she don't have fungus, maybe they can give her something to lessen the mucus in her lungs, that you know, that way she doesn't get sicker. But yeah, so if y'all can, just please pray for Mary Frey. Like I said, she's in surgery right now. She's a young woman. Even if she wasn't young, she's the sweetest person you can ever. I never met her, but I'm pretty sure she's like that in person too. Her husband is like one of the sweetest people that you can ever meet, and they have just the cutest little dog named Ollie, which is her service dog. He's a poodle. And but yeah, so Ollie boy, Oliver James, sorry, that's his name, but they call him Ollie boy. Yeah, so I just pray for their whole family. Hopefully this surgery, and I forgot the other part of the surgery is, so they're doing surgery to see how much mucus she has in her lungs. They're doing to see if she has fungus, if so, what kind of fungus in her lungs. And they're looking at the veins in her esophagus. And so that's one part of the surgery. The second part of the surgery, or the second surgery, because they're doing 3 surgeries at the same time. So the second surgery that they're doing is they're looking at her sinuses, and they hoping that they can just flush her sinuses, and that'll be better. If not, they have to drill and do sinus surgery. But hopefully they don't have to do that. Hopefully they could just go in, flush her sinuses, and help her. And then the third surgery that they're doing, and she didn't really know about this one until, I guess, what's today? Today's Wednesday. Monday, she found out pretty much about it, that because her port was leaking, and they changed it 3 times in 6 days. And so they were just like, well, since you had that one for 10.5 years, which she said that it's supposed to be changed out every 7 years, but because it was doing good, she wasn't going to get unnecessary surgery. But with it leaking, and they had to change the tube three times within 6 days, they just was like, well, I don't remember which one it is. It's a Bioflex or whatever, a flex or something like that. But they got it into pediatric size, and that's the size that she has right now. And they're like, well, this one will, we now make this specific one in pediatric size. I mean, they have it in adult size, and yes, she's an adult. She's 27. But she's small, and she's like, well, if I can have a pediatric one and it works as good as the adult one, I'd rather have the pediatric one, because it's not that big, and if my body can handle the pediatric size, I'd rather get that. And they just now got one, or they just now made the adult size into a pediatric size, for kids. And she's at, I think, Boston Children's Hospital. That's where the CF patients go. Children and adults go all to the Children's Hospital. So that's the 3 surgeries that she's having. She's getting her port replaced. She's getting sinus surgery, or just sinus flushing. And then she's getting the scope in her lungs and in her throat to check all that out. So please, 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 y'all pray for Mary and her family. All right, bye.